Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading. So moving from Cancer season into Leo season, the second half of July, we have Five of Crystals, persistence and new possibilities coming in, like this little ladybird. You need to kind of keep climbing that tree. Keep persisting with something. There's new possibilities coming through. You know, when I was tuning in for your energy, Scorpio, I had this sense of peace. I'm like, okay, calm and peace. And it's going to be a big shift the second half of July. Finally, the South Node has moved out of your sign. That's that energy of letting go, even loss, releasing what you no longer need, release of old karma, especially related to some deep emotional energies. It could have been quite personal to you. And this is kind of like the it's over energy that's coming in around it. So it's like, oh, thank goodness it's over. But there's something else that you've been working on. The universe is saying, keep going with this. There's something new that's coming in, new possibilities. So let's see what's shifting and changing. Yeah. Sword 10, Uranus, Gemini. This is definitely something ending, end of a chapter, closure, definitely perhaps even releasing some old belief systems about yourself with this Uranus, Gemini. But there's a shift inside your mind, a new perspective that comes through. You're releasing something here. And I feel like it's like, okay, the Five of Crystals is the Five of Pentacles. There's new things that I can move towards now that there's this ending here with the Sword 10, Uranus, Gemini. So I feel like you've been released and you kind of find yourself almost in a midway point. You're going, right, where was I again? After just kind of being through this like really intense journey for the last 18 months with the South Node in my sign. It kind of, pulls you out of there and they're going, right, where was I? Let's get back to it. So yeah, it's a sense of like picking something up that you either didn't finish or was put to the side or you forgot about or that you just didn't have time for anymore. For whatever reason, you're picking something back up again here. So, yeah, let's see. So, Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are because it gives you the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Scorpio. Just take what feels right. Leave the rest. There is no extended reading. But if you'd like to check out the beautiful Patreon community and everything that we're building and growing in there and the premium content, love it if you check that out. We've got the Queen of Cups coming in. This is the Queen of Water. So it is all about your feelings here. You're really kind of stepping into your feelings. Well, not stepping into your feelings, I guess. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. We've got the Devil energy coming through. It's interesting because I just did the reading for Cancer and they got the Devil energy really strongly as well coming in. The Hierophant, okay. So there's, again, this sense of reprioritizing commitments in your life and putting yourself first. There's a lot of energy around that coming in. We've got this Five of Pentacles again, which is the Five of Crystals. So that is new ways of working with your money or a living situation or a work situation coming through. There's the final stages of being able to kind of make some changes around that are coming through. Queen, and you're rebalancing here. Look at this. You're rebalancing. Even though you're tired, you're able to rebalance and press the reset button and step into the new with the Fool, which is fantastic. So I just wanted to actually pull another card from this deck. This deck was wanting to talk to you as well. That's been coming out this week, Scorpio. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the Celtic cross, we wanted an extra message coming through for you. And we have Two Worlds. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to put that down for the moment. We've got Spring, Autumn, and the Garden. Wow, I love this actually because we have this sense of the North Node is moving into Aries, which is this is something your soul goes, I don't know this. We need to learn this. So I'm bringing you into this area and into this new energy, a new sense of soul growth lessons or a new sense of purpose that's coming through. We're seeing it with the King of Wands coming in the near future. So this is showing you that it's about the seasonal changes in a way, but there's a lot of emphasis on spring coming in here. And Aries represents the start of spring, new growth, exciting new growth into your world. Yes, there's the balance of the autumn energy, which is still releasing and letting go of some new things, new cycles, new South Node's moving into Libra. So it might be some new themes that are coming up for you. But most of the emphasis, because we've got the children playing in the garden here, is with this spring energy of have a look around. What's this garden that you're finding yourself in, this symbolic garden where there's new growth, there's things blooming and blossoming and new possibilities coming through. So that feels really exciting. And we've also got this card, the Two Worlds, which I always find really fascinating because I think the two worlds, we can see what's happening in the inner world here, and the characters looking at the fire. There's an internal energy that's happening here, which but there's also the outside world. And in the outside world, we can see that there's a beautiful garden. We can see that there's flowers blooming. So it's almost like understanding that what's happening on your internal level, the fact that we've got the Queen of Cups, which is the divine feminine, what you're feeling and coming inside your feelings and really connecting with them. But with the external energy of the King of Wands that's coming through here, it's saying there's something that you can do in the divine masculine, which is more of an external world thing that you're doing out there in the world, not something that you're feeling inside, that has got this exciting energy of new growth, of spring. So you might find yourself quite contemplative in terms of what's going on inside of you. And it's almost like there's a new perspective or a shift in the way that you're looking or where you're looking, what you're seeing, that can actually bring a shift in terms of seeing this new growth that's coming through. So we have as a situation, here you are, the beautiful Queen of Water here, the Queen of Cups, nurturing your emotions, looking at what your emotions, feeling your feelings here, being very much inside that internal world of what am I feeling, how am I feeling, and what's going on here. Crossed by the High Priestess, it's almost like, you know, it might be hard to trust your intuition or to really kind of connect to your intuition here, because you might be deep inside those feelings that are coming on here that I feel like you're really connecting to in your conscious mind. And something's very strongly ending in your conscious mind. The fact that you're crowned by the Sword 10 and Uranus Gemini is the Devil energy. So this is the energy where you've been very stuck. This could be toxic energy. It could be someone around you who's like manipulative, toxic, or has been around you that you can't, or somebody you can't get out of your head, or something you just haven't been able to let go of and can't get out of your head. This might just be an energy of feeling really stuck, staying in an energy for too long. It could be, it's kind of quite, I feel like there's something or someone that's had a negative impact in your life here that you've thought about, and it's the Ten of Swords is like, you know what, I can't think about that anymore. I can't do that anymore. I need to say no to that person, or I need to kind of find closure with that person or with this energy. I need to just kind of, let go of this Devil energy. So I feel like it's very much like, a big no coming in around that, or wanting to say no at least. At the base, we've got the Hierophant. So this is about your commitments. And it's about the order that you've created and the structure you've created. So something or someone's taking up way too much space inside your mind here. And the Hierophant, which is also soul messaging coming in loud and clear, is potentially saying you need to kind of cut that out from your life. So that's why you might have these feelings, though, that are saying something different. You might still have feelings for this person or feelings for the situation, or some very deep emotions that are coming in here. And the Queen of Cups is like, well, how I'm feeling is very different to what the message I'm getting here. And it's kind of feels like there's a bit of a at odds or at crossroads here. But the Hierophant is about commitment. So I feel like it's like letting go of a commitment or something that's taken up a lot of space, like has been this is the way it was, or this person's just always been like this, or always had the space in my mind, or always had this effect on me. There's something that's saying no more about that. So in the recent past, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is saying that there's potentially been a need to readjust, like, where you've been investing your time, effort, energy, or the direction you've been going in, with something on the material realm, like perhaps, investments of money, or how you're spending your money, or, where you're living, or what's happening with your work and career. There's something that kind of just needed a bit of an adjustment in that area. But in the near future, we've got the King of Wands. So it's kind of, this is the new possibilities. This is the Aries energy of understanding your passions and taking action on your passions, but also understanding that you need to kind of step in and be the leader of your life and put yourself first. So where has something taken up way too much space, or put the order of things within you out of balance, so that you need to at some point kind of be the King of Wands and go out into the external world and go, there's all this new growth that's out there that I can connect to that I haven't been able to for whatever reason. And then it's kind of looking at a new aspect of your life through these new eyes as seeing spring. Okay. And so we have, as you're turning up as the Seven of Wands. So it's like you're getting there. You're getting there. Something that you've potentially been really struggling with here. You've fought your battles. You got yourself into a better position. You might not be exactly where you want to be with it yet, but you're getting there with the Seven of Wands. The energy surrounding you is the Five of Pentacles. So this may be that there's been, something or someone that you've been worrying about. So whether it's on the material realm, like something around your living situation, your home, your money, your work situation. It might be people around you that are worried about money, or leaving their jobs. This is ending of old cycles. And this is the Five of Crystals, persistence and opening up to new possibilities. In this particular deck, these people are leaving the church. They no longer feel welcome there. It's not serving their needs anymore. Something that used to serve your needs, or was a general philosophy, or had some kind of higher meaning, perhaps doesn't have that anymore. And it's just about readjusting to that. So we have, as hopes and fears, the Hermit. And this is about making some wise choices, wise decisions, letting your divine wisdom guide you. It also might be that you want to get some really good advice or good counsel here. Perhaps you need to get that from somebody. But it also, the Hermit can speak of loneliness and feeling isolated. So maybe there's been something here that is kind of, with this Sword 10 and Devil energy, that has kind of cut you off or shut you off from some people. Or some connections in some way. That could come through with it as well. We have as an outcome the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So here you are again very much in your internal world with the Queen of Pentacles back into that divine feminine, which I think is going to really want to call you. It's almost like you might really want your space, or to go into those inner worlds, and you're rebalancing that inner world, bringing in stability, bringing in comfort, getting more comfortable with an energy in your life. You're wanting to bring in more prosperity. It's like I'm giving a lot more energy to that thing that you really need, your physical needs, and understanding that and going, I need to put myself first. And so I need to give myself a little bit more to rebalance here, because there's a part of you here with the Nine of Wands that's just so soul weary and tired. That South Node energy in your sign has really potentially put you through the ringer. And it's almost like this is the final release, let go. I finally can kind of lay that to rest, or end that chapter, or find closure with that. And now I'm opening to these new possibilities that are coming through. So it's a rebalancing, and it's like something you need to give to yourself to rebalance and to feel nurtured and feel secure in your world. And so we have as the overall energy, the Fool, which is that you're about to step into some really amazing new energy here, maybe taking a leap of faith. There's an opportunity to reset, restart, and jump out and activate something really new and exciting that's connected to this external world, the spring, the new growth, new opportunities that's happening in your external world. It just feels like there's a lot you're processing in your internal world as well. So it's almost like you need to internally let go of this devil energy, internally rebalance before you can actually actively go back out there and go, right, I'm the King of Wands. what's out there in my garden, what's this new growth that I can connect to. So, yeah, it feels like quite a transformative transition period that's coming in for you. So might need a little bit of readjustment, but, you know, the things that you're stepping into are really beautiful and wonderful. So let's see. Let's pull an affirmation card. We've got, I prosper wherever I turn. So, yeah, I do feel like there's a bit of a pivot or a turn or a shift in direction here. But like I said, there's these opportunities around that are there for the taking when you're feeling ready. So it says, I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I'm blessed and prospered. And that's what it is. You know, we can see it all. Here it is in the garden, in the spring. Here we see it with the Two of Scrolls outside the window. So it might feel a little bit out of reach if you get too much into your divine feminine, into your inner world, but it's there. There's opportunities once you shift your perspective, and it's coming. So it's exciting. And the feeling I get with this as well, Scorpio, is it's very much going to be led by inner child energy as well, because I feel like there's burdens here, or having to be too serious or too adult or too much responsibility. There's something that's kind of been heavy and weighted down here. And this is inner child going, let's go out and play and find the new things and connect to the joy and the bliss. So let's pull, yeah, wow. Okay, speaking of leaping into a new direction, look at your charm. You have Pegasus, the horse that flies, and horses are all about about the direction that you're heading in. So this horse is not just going full pelt and like going really, really fast. It's flying. It's leaping into the unknown. It's leaping into the new. It's flying close to the sun. It's this revitalized energy. It's like finding your wings and lifting up and out of an old energy. And so it's such a beautiful energy to come through with the Pegasus energy. It's magical, and I feel like it's just uplifting. It really is this uplifting energy that comes through with this. So that's your reading, Scorpio. I feel like there's just a rebalancing that comes through, and then activation of the new, stepping into the new spring of your life, and to remember, I prosper wherever I turn. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.